Raymond Woodruff was born in New York on October 5, 1918. He served in the Pacific Fleet during World War II and still found the time to earn a graduate business degree at Harvard. But the man they called Woody would get his hands dirty as a mechanic and engineer, and at a time when bowling pins were still set by hand, Woody and his team at AMF changed the sport forever with the automatic pin spotter.
Thanks to the AMF automatic pin spotter, modern bowling's fun for everyone.
Used for the first time at a major event when Woody was asked to put his company's invention onto every lane at the 1957 ABC National Tournament.
So we moved to Fort Worth, and we lived in an apartment, and so I remember when I was a kid, and I remember going to these things and watching my father in action, you know, working with people and stuff, and he was the same guy there that he was at home. He just was a real true spirit of, you know, of who he was, and I'm sure there were times when there were, you know, behind the scene things that got a little sticky, but you know, he just was always the same guy all the time.
I grew up with automatic pin setters, thank God to Woody and getting it started in the East. Lots of AMF centers where I bowled at. And the PBA, his involvement with that and ongoing involvement in keeping AMF involved and all the good things they did for bowling over the years, you can't thank Woody enough for what he did.
Tonight, 3,200 fans have assembled here in Kansas City, and we say hello to them and to you across America via Sports Network.
Woody's drive would produce another breakthrough for bowling as he was instrumental in getting the sport onto television sets nationwide, putting bowlers into people's living rooms and hearts, paving the way for the PBA. And whether he was in his overalls or later in a suit as an AMF executive, he was always wearing a smile.
When they would have the tournaments and the purse money and the prize money got bigger, my father took great pride in handing out that check on the TV shows on Saturday. And a lot of people knew him. A lot of people that I meet know him because they remember him handing out the check. He loved what he did. He got up in the morning, he had a smile on his face, he was singing, he was happy. And, you know, it was never not a day like that for him.
Woody was also passionate about the history of bowling, so much so that he had a hand in the creation of the Bowling Hall of Fame, and served on the Hall of Fame board for 10 years.
But I think one of the best things that Woody did was convince other corporations to open their pocketbooks to fund a National Hall of Fame. And I think that's very, very important. He was a great convincer of people, and he believed in bowling.
And bowling clearly believes in him. Woody passed away in 2009, and now he takes his place among the best the sport has to offer. So many years working with the Hall of Fame, and now a Hall of Famer himself.
He just would have been absolutely thrilled that this happened. It's really a shame that he didn't know, because he was a guy that liked a pat on the back, and this would have been like a big bear hug, not even a pat on the back. So it means a lot, because this was what I grew up with. You know, this was what I grew up with, and he's such a good guy. And, you know, if you're in his family, I used to tell my kids this when they were little, that he's like the president of your fan club. You'll never have anybody on the face of the earth that will love you and treat you as well as he does. And it just, you know, it's just who he was. It's just the kind of guy he was. So it's pretty special.